What makes Finland the happiest country on earth? Is it the stunning landscapes, the world class education system, or perhaps Finland's groundbreaking approach to innovation? Well, it's a little bit of everything. In this video, we are diving deep into Finland's incredible transformation from a post World War II agricultural backwater to one of the most advanced and happiest countries on the planet. You'll discover how Finland's unique approach to education, its thriving economy, and its unwavering focus on social welfare have all played a part in making this Nordic nation a model for the world. So stick around because by the end of this video, you'll see why Finland isn't just happy, it's an economic and social role model for us all. Let's start with the basics. Where exactly is Finland? Well, it's often referred to as the land of 1,000 lakes, but that's actually an understatement. Finland boasts over 188,000 lakes scattered across its landscape. Nestled in northeastern Europe, Finland is a country of extremes, both geographically and culturally. It shares borders with Russia to the east, and to the west, it's bordered by Sweden. The southern shores touch the Gulf of Finland, which separates it from Estonia, and up north, Finland stretches into the Arctic Circle, where the sun doesn't set for months during summer and barely rises during the winter. The sheer beauty of the country is only one part of its allure. Finland's location also has a major impact on its history, culture, and overall development. The vast forests that cover nearly 75% of the land have not only shaped its economy, but have been a source of national pride and cultural identity. It's a place where nature and technology coexist harmoniously, something we'll dive into later. Now let's talk about the population. Finland is a relatively small country with only about 5.5 million people living within its borders. That's roughly the same as the population of Los Angeles, but spread out over an area more than twice the size of the UK. Despite its vast land area, Finland has a low population density, which means a lot of open space, pristine forests, and, of course, a lot of lakes. But don't let the country's small population fool you. Finland's global influence is anything but small. Its strategic location in Northern Europe has made it a vital player in global trade, diplomacy, and innovation. Despite its humble beginnings, Finland has evolved into a leader in areas like technology, sustainability, and social welfare. And that evolution has been deeply influenced by its geography. The country's position between Russia and Scandinavia has shaped everything from its foreign policy to its economic strategies. It's also worth noting that Finland's unique geography comes with its challenges: extreme winters, long nights, and isolated regions in the north. But rather than seeing these as obstacles, Finland has learned to embrace and adapt to them. This resilience in the face of adversity is one of the key factors that has made Finland so successful in both social and economic terms. So, while Finland may be a relatively small and cold country, it's a giant when it comes to innovation, happiness, and the ability to thrive in even the harshest conditions. And trust me, that's just the beginning of what makes Finland such a fascinating place. Now let's rewind the clock a bit. In the aftermath of World War II, Finland was in rough shape. The country was poor, largely agricultural, and in need of reconstruction. The scars of war were still fresh, and the economy was heavily reliant on farming and natural resources. In fact, Finland was one of the poorest countries in Europe at the time. But in just a few decades, everything would change. Finland's transformation into an economic powerhouse didn't happen overnight. It was the result of deliberate decisions and strategic investments in key industries. One of the first industries that took off in Finland was forestry. The country has always had an abundance of forests, and after World War II, Finland made it a priority to turn these natural resources into an economic engine. By the 1950s and 60s, Finland had become one of the largest producers of timber, paper, and wood products in the world. Companies like UPM Kymmene and Stora Enso rose to prominence, exporting timber and paper worldwide. This wasn't just about making a profit, it was a critical part of rebuilding the nation's infrastructure and stabilizing the economy. The timber industry became a major source of jobs and played a pivotal role in Finland's recovery. But forestry wasn't the only industry helping Finland bounce back. Heavy industry, especially the production of machinery and metals, also began to flourish. This sector allowed Finland to diversify its economy, moving away from its dependence on agriculture. Large industrial projects and the rise of steel production paved the way for greater economic independence. It wasn't long before Finland had a strong manufacturing base, building everything from cars to heavy machinery. This industrial shift laid the groundwork for the nation's growing international trade relationships. However, the real game changer came in the 1980s and 90s, when Finland began to make significant strides in technology and innovation. It was at this point that the country started to redefine itself on the global stage, not as an agricultural nation, but as a leader in technological advancement. The prime example of this transformation is Nokia, the Finnish telecommunications giant that became a global brand in the 1990s. In the early days, Nokia was a small company that produced rubber boots, cables, and even paper. But by the late 1980s and early 1990s, Nokia shifted its focus to electronics, becoming a dominant force in the mobile phone industry. By the turn of the millennium, Nokia was the largest mobile phone manufacturer in the world, with phones that were not only widely used but also beloved by consumers for their reliability and innovative features. This meteoric rise made Nokia a symbol of Finland's technological prowess and proved that a small nation could compete with the tech giants of the world. Nokia's success may have put Finland on the map, but it wasn't the only thing driving the country's shift toward innovation. Finland became a hub for research and development with a focus on high-tech industries like information technology, clean energy, and biotechnology. Investments in education and R&D, combined with a collaborative approach between the public and private sectors, allowed Finland to build a thriving knowledge economy. By the 21st century, Finland had completely reinvested itself. It was no longer a nation dependent on agriculture and basic industries. It had become a leading force in tech, education, and social welfare. This historical transformation wasn't just about economic growth, it was about a shift in mindset. Finland's leadership understood that in a globalized world, the key to success was innovation, and so the country made bold investments in technology, research, and education, steps that would not only ensure its survival but also its success on the world stage. In the early 1990s, just when Finland thought it had left its economic troubles behind, disaster struck. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 sent shockwaves through Finland's economy. Finland had strong trade ties with the USSR, especially in the form of exports like timber and machinery. But the Soviet Union dissolved, those trade routes disappeared almost overnight, and Finland found itself facing a severe economic crisis. Finland was hit hard. Unemployment soared, bankruptcies skyrocketed, and the banking sector faced a severe crisis. It was, without a doubt, one of the darkest periods in modern Finnish history, but rather than succumbing to this crisis, Finland used it as an opportunity to reinvest itself. Finland began its recovery by doubling down on innovation. The tech sector became the lifeblood of the nation's revival. The government and private sectors worked together to foster a thriving technology and research ecosystem. Finnish companies, including Nokia, began to diversify and shift focus to mobile telecommunications, electronics, and information technology, sectors that would not only help Finland recover but would set it up for the future. Nokia, which had already made significant strides in the telecommunications sector, became the star of Finland's economic recovery. By the mid-1990s, Nokia was producing cutting-edge mobile phones that were in high demand worldwide. The company's rapid success brought in much-needed investment, created jobs, and boosted Finland's global standing. But Finland's recovery wasn't just about one company, it was a national effort. The government focused on diversifying the economy, investing in research and development, promoting an entrepreneurial culture that would sustain long-term growth. Finland embraced technological innovation, focusing on clean energy, biotechnology, and high-tech manufacturing. This shift towards a knowledge-based economy provided the foundation for Finland to move forward into a new era of prosperity. In 1995, just as Finland was emerging from the depths of its crisis, a new opportunity came knocking. Finland became a member of the European Union. This move opened up new trade relationships, created new markets for Finnish goods and services, and solidified Finland's role as a key player in the European economy. Joining the EU wasn't just about access to markets, it also meant the country could tap into EU funding and development programs. The EU's focus on sustainability, technology, and innovation aligned perfectly with Finland's goals. Membership in the EU also helped Finland stabilize its political environment and strengthen its international relations, particularly with neighboring countries. But Finland didn't stop there. In 1999, Finland took another bold step by joining the Eurozone. This was a crucial decision for the country's economy. Adopting the euro as its official currency strengthened Finland's financial stability, made trading with other EU nations easier, and reduced the risk of currency fluctuations that had once hampered international trade. The move to the euro also brought Finland closer to the European financial system, providing access to new investment opportunities and ensuring that Finland would remain an integral part of Europe's economic future. By the turn of the century, Finland had not only recovered from its crisis, it had emerged as one of the most stable, innovative, and prosperous countries in the world. The combination of technological innovation, EU membership, and a resilient, forward-thinking workforce made Finland a force to be reckoned with on the global stage. Now, we have seen how Finland's economy transformed from an agricultural backwater into a global powerhouse. But there is one key element that plays a massive role in the country's success: its taxation system. Finland's taxes are high, really high, but here's the catch. The country has turned those taxes into an investment in its people. Let's break it down. Finland's income tax can go as high as 46% for the wealthiest citizens. That's a significant chunk of your paycheck. And when you look at the corporate tax, it sits at around 20%, which is relatively competitive within Europe. But it doesn't end there. Capital gains tax is also hefty at 30%, which means that profits from investments are taxed at a significant rate. So it's clear Finland isn't shy about collecting taxes. But here's where it gets interesting. Finland takes the money it collects and invests it directly into the well-being of its citizens. These high taxes help fund the services that make Finland one of the happiest and most prosperous countries in the world. The education system in Finland is world-renowned, and it's no accident. The government spends heavily to provide a high-quality, free education from kindergarten all the way to university. In fact, higher education is completely free for all Finnish students, and teachers are highly respected professionals, often holding master's degrees. This investment in education has paid off in spades, turning Finland into a global leader in research, innovation, and skilled labor. And then there is healthcare. Finland's public healthcare system, funded by taxes, ensures that all citizens have access to quality care regardless of their income. Finland has one of the highest life expectancies in Europe, 81.7 years on average, and its investment in preventative care means fewer people get seriously ill, reducing long-term healthcare costs. People aren't burdened with expensive medical bills, and that financial security allows them to focus on other things like work, family, and leisure. Now, I know what you're thinking. High taxes sound like a lot to pay, and they certainly are. But Finland's social safety net is one of the most comprehensive in the world, providing citizens with access to affordable housing, childcare, and unemployment benefits. The result: low levels of poverty and unemployment, and a general sense of security that makes people feel supported no matter what. In fact, unemployment rates in Finland are consistently low, hovering around 7 to 8%, which is relatively low compared to other European countries. When people do lose their jobs, they have access to a generous unemployment benefit system that helps them stay afloat while they search for new opportunities. But let's not forget about wages. Finland also rewards its citizens with high wages. The average hourly wage in Finland is around 25 euros per hour, which is well above the EU average. Higher wages mean a better standard of living for Finnish workers. People can afford things like quality housing, travel, and recreation without being saddled by debt. And with the low cost of healthcare and education, the money goes further. The balance of high taxes and high rewards creates a virtuous cycle. People are happy to pay taxes because they know the government will reinvest that money into making their lives better, whether through healthcare, education, or social benefits. It's a system that emphasizes social equality and economic stability, and it's one of the reasons why Finland regularly ranks at the top of the World Happiest Report. Now, let's talk about Finland's secret weapon, its education system. If you have ever heard anything about Finland's success, you have probably heard that its schools are some of the best in the world. But what makes Finnish education so special? It's not just about high test scores or the latest tech gadgets in classrooms. It's about creating an environment where every child has equal opportunities and is encouraged to think creatively. Let's break it down. First, let's talk about equal opportunities. In Finland, every child, regardless of their background, has access to the same high quality education. There are no private schools, no special elite institutions. Instead, all Finnish schools are public and they all offer the same level of excellence. This eliminates disparities in education and ensures that all students, regardless of their socio-economic status, have the chance to succeed. But what makes the Finnish education system stand out even more is its approach to testing. Unlike many countries where high stakes testing is the norm, Finland relies on low stakes testing. This means that students are not constantly under pressure to perform on standardized tests. Instead, teachers focus on personalized learning, allowing students to learn at their own pace, explore their interests, and develop critical thinking skills. This approach helps reduce the stress that often comes with exams and creates a more relaxed and supportive learning environment. Another major factor in Finland's education success is its respect for teachers. Teachers in Finland are highly respected professionals, and teaching is considered one of the most prestigious careers in the country. To become a teacher, one must hold a master's degree. That's right, all Finnish teachers are required to have a graduate level education. This high level of expertise ensures that teachers are not only knowledgeable but also equipped with the skills to adapt to the diverse needs of their students. It's no wonder that Finnish students consistently outperform their peers on international assessments. But what's the outcome of all this investment in education? It's not just about academic success, it's about innovation. Finland's education system emphasizes creativity and problem solving over rote memorization, and this focus on developing critical thinkers has played a pivotal role in driving Finland's success in technology and innovation. Finnish students are taught to think outside the box, to approach problems from multiple angles, and to find creative solutions. This mindset has translated directly into Finland's thriving tech sector, where companies like Nokia, Supercell, and Rovio have emerged as global leaders in telecommunications, gaming, and digital entertainment. The education system has laid the foundation for Finland's transition from a country reliant on natural resources to a high-tech, knowledge-driven economy. By investing in the intellectual capital of its people, Finland has been able to create an innovative ecosystem that rivals the best in the world. Universities and research institutions work closely with the private sector to foster collaborative innovation, and the country is known for its advancements in clean energy, biotechnology, and digital technology. What's truly remarkable is that this system hasn't just produced skilled workers, it has cultivated an entire culture of innovation. Young Finns are not just consumers of technology, they are creators building the next big thing. The focus on creativity and critical thinking has given Finland the competitive edge it needs to stay ahead in a rapidly changing world. One of the pillars of Finland's success is its universal healthcare system as well, a system that ensures every citizen, no matter their background, has access to the care they need. Finland's healthcare is publicly funded, meaning that the government covers the costs and in return, people pay taxes. But what makes Finland's system stand out is its emphasis on preventative care. Rather than waiting until people get seriously ill, Finland's healthcare system focuses on keeping people healthy in the first place. Regularly checkups, health screenings, and wellness programs are the foundation of the system. The Finnish government encourages citizens to take care of their health through programs that promote exercise, healthy eating, and mental well being. This proactive approach leads to fewer chronic conditions and a healthier, longer living population. This focus on prevention has paid off, as Finland boasts of the highest life expectancies in Europe, 81.7 years on average. People in Finland not only live longer, but they live healthier lives with access to medical care when needed and a system that works to prevent illness in the first place. It's no wonder Finland is consistently ranked among the top countries for quality of life. Finland doesn't just stop at providing access to healthcare, it also heavily invests in medical research. Finnish researchers are at the forefront of breakthroughs in areas like genetics, cancer treatment, and disease prevention. Finland's public healthcare system funnels funding into research institutions, encouraging innovation that benefits not just Finland but the global community. This investment in medical research has contributed to the country's high life expectancy and impressive public health outcomes. But healthcare is just one piece of the puzzle. Finland has built a comprehensive social safety net that covers all aspects of life. The government's commitment to affordable housing means that every Finnish citizen has access to a decent place to live. Finland's housing policies focus on keeping costs low and ensuring that families, no matter their income, can afford to live comfortably. This focus on housing has helped to eliminate homelessness and ensure that all citizens have a stable home environment. Then there is childcare. Finland's social programs provide access to affordable and high quality childcare, allowing parents to return to work or continue their education while knowing their children are in good hands. Finland has a robust parental leave policy, allowing mothers and fathers to take time off to care for their children without fear of losing their jobs or income. These policies have helped Finland maintain a strong sense of family well being, ensuring that children have the best possible start in life. And if the worst happens, if you lose your job, Finland has you covered. The country's unemployment benefit system is one of the most generous in the world, providing financial security while individuals look for new opportunities. This safety net allows people to focus on finding the right job without the added stress of worrying about how they will pay the bills. It's a system designed to give everyone the chance to thrive, regardless of setbacks. With universal healthcare, affordable housing, and social programs that protect its citizens, Finland has created a society where people can focus on what matters most, living healthy, happy, and fulfilling lives. The Finnish welfare system not only ensures that people are cared for when they need it most, but it also creates a sense of unity and security, contributing to the country's overall happiness. Now let's take a deep dive into the driving force behind Finland's economic success, the country's innovation ecosystem. Finland is not just known for its high quality of life or incredible education system. It's also a global leader when it comes to research and development. Over the past few decades, Finland has built a thriving innovation ecosystem that fosters cutting-edge advancements in several key industries. One of the standard areas where Finland is making waves is clean energy. As concerns about climate change grow, Finland is stepping up its efforts to become a leader in sustainable technologies. The energy sources like wind, solar, and biomass, all while focusing on reducing the country's carbon footprint. Finland has set ambitious goals to reach carbon neutrality by 2035, and it's well on its way to achieving that with innovations in energy production, storage, and efficiency. In addition to being a leader in clean energy, Finland has invested heavily in life sciences, and the country has become a hub for biotechnology and medical research. Finland's medical and life science sectors are at forefront of breakthroughs in genomics, personalized medicine, and biopharmaceutical. The country is home to world-class research institutions and biotech companies that are working to address some of the most pressing health challenges of the 21st century. From advanced cancer treatments to groundbreaking research in immunology, Finland is at the cutting edge of medical science. Then there is Finland's booming information technology sector. The tech industry has been a cornerstone of Finland's economic transformation, and it continues to drive the nation's growth. The country is home to some of the world's most innovative tech companies such as Nokia, Supercell, and Rovio, just to name a few. These companies have made Finland a household name in the global tech landscape. Whether it's developing the next generation of mobile technology, creating wildly popular mobile games, or revolutionizing telecommunications, Finland's IT sector is a powerhouse of creativity and entrepreneurship. What's truly remarkable about Finland's success in these industries is the collaboration between the public and private sectors. Finland has fostered an environment where the government works hand in hand with companies and research institutions to support innovation. The Finnish government offers generous incentives and grants to support R&D efforts while private companies invest in groundbreaking technologies. This collaboration is vital for the rapid development of new solutions in clean energy, life sciences, and technology. The country's innovation driven economy is supported by a strong network of universities, research centers, and private sector partnerships. Institutions like Aalto University and the VTT Technical Research Center of Finland play a central role in bridging the gap between research and practical application. Finland also has a thriving startup ecosystem with incubators and accelerators providing resources and mentorship to the next generation of entrepreneurs. This collaboration between the public and private sectors isn't just about funding, it's about creating a culture of open innovation where ideas are shared and tested in real world environments. Finnish companies are constantly working with researchers and innovators to solve the big challenges of the future, from sustainable energy to healthcare solutions to digital technologies. All of this has positioned Finland as a global leader in technology and innovation. The country is known for being adaptable, forward thinking, and quick to adopt the latest trends and technological advancements. Finland's focus on sustainability, biotech, and digital transformation is shaping the future not just for the country, but for the world. While Finland has enjoyed decades of prosperity and global recognition for its policies, it is not without its challenges. In recent years, Finland has undergone a geopolitical shift that has had profound implications for its national security and foreign relations. In response to growing tensions in Europe and the changing dynamics of international security, Finland made the historic decision to join NATO in 2023. This move marked a significant departure from Finland's long-standing policy of military neutrality. Historically, Finland had maintained a delicate balance between the East and West, particularly due to its proximity to Russia. But the growing security concerns in the region, largely driven by Russia's actions in Ukraine, prompted Finland to seek the protection and collaboration offered by NATO. While Finland's decision to join NATO was hailed by many as a necessary step for security, it has strained relations with Russia, Finland's neighbor and historical adversary. The move has led to a recalibration of diplomatic and economic ties, and Finland must now navigate the complexities of being part of a Western military alliance while managing its proximity to a power like Russia. Finland's security policies have been reshaped by this new alliance, which also has implications for the future of European defense and regional stability. But it's not just geopolitical shifts that pose challenges for Finland. The country is also grappling with economic struggles following the pandemic. Like many nations, Finland's economy took a hit during the pandemic, and although it has rebounded in many areas, there are still significant concerns about inflation, supply chain disruptions, and the long-term effects of the global crisis. The pandemic exposed vulnerabilities in the global economy, and Finland is facing debates over how best to manage energy policies and economic recovery in a post-pandemic world. One of the most pressing issues is Finland's energy policy. With a strong commitment to clean energy, the country has faced challenges balancing its transition to renewable resources with the need to ensure a stable and affordable energy supply. Finland has traditionally relied on nuclear and fossil fuels, but as the country continues to push towards sustainability, it faces the challenge of reducing dependence on carbon-heavy energy sources while meeting the needs of its industries and citizens. Another issue that Finland must address is the rise of nationalist politics. While Finland has been known for its social welfare model and progressive policies, there has been a growing shift towards more populist and nationalist ideologies in recent years. The increase in nationalism could impact Finland's open and inclusive policies, especially as the country faces growing challenges related to its aging population. Finland's aging population presents a unique challenge as well. As the population grows older, the pressure on social programs and healthcare systems intensifies. Finland's commitment to universal healthcare and welfare programs has been a cornerstone of its success. But maintaining these services will become more difficult as the population continues to age. With fewer working age people to support the system, Finland will have to find new ways to sustain its social infrastructure. But while Finland faces significant challenges, it also has an incredible bright future ahead. The country is well positioned to leverage its strengths in clean energy, biotechnology, and artificial intelligence to continue driving growth and prosperity. Finland has already made great strides in these fields, and as global demand for sustainable solutions grows, the country is set to capitalize on its innovation driven economy. Finland's leadership in sustainable energy solutions, particularly in wind and solar energy, gives it an edge in the global race to combat climate change. The country's investment in biotech and AI is paving the way for the development of next generation solutions in health, agriculture, and industry. As global markets increasingly focus on sustainability and cutting edge technologies, Finland is well positioned to lead the charge. However, Finland must also confront the risks of global competition. As other countries invest heavily in technology and sustainable industries, Finland will need to maintain its competitive edge. This means continuing to invest in education, innovation, and infrastructure while adapting to the changing global economic landscape. Finland's happiness and success are not by accident, they are the result of careful planning, innovative policies, and a commitment to the welfare of its people. But the road ahead is not without its challenges. Will Finland be able to navigate the shifting geopolitical landscape, maintain its social infrastructure, and continue its leadership in innovation? And what can the rest of the world learn from this remarkable nation? If you're inspired by Finland's story, hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think about Finland's journey to becoming the happiest country in the world. What lesson do you think the world can learn from Finland? Drop your ideas and let's keep the conversation going. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. If you want to know why living in Australia might be impossible, then you should watch this video. Thanks for watching, mate. Bye.